welcome back to another vlog, and today we're talking about why you should have a coach and probably not ride around on trolleys in a public area. Why you should have a coach. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing that comes to mind, once again, I'm gonna bullet point the main factors, the main things, the main reasons why you should, could, and perhaps need a coach. And the first things that come to mind are saving time and saving money. And this goes for everything, whether it's an instrument that you want to learn, whether you want to get better at business, at marketing, whatever skill set it is, whatever the theme of it is, if you employ or you find or are able to acquire the knowledge, the pure, the authentic knowledge, the 20% that gives you the 80%, you're going to put yourself straight away ahead of the rest. You're going to save yourself a lot of time and a lot of money. So even though you might have to invest initially or speculate, if you like, to be able to accumulate, you're going to find yourself in a much better position rather than constantly spinning your wheels or falling into a negative feedback loop. So I would always say, depending on what it is in life that you want to become competent at or you want to achieve a certain level of success in, especially when it comes to health and physique goals, you certainly want to be investing in the right people, in the right resources, in the right tools, because in the end, it's actually going to save you time and money. The amount of people that waste money in the fitness industry on silver bullet magic pills, on the one thing, on diet fads, on workout fads, on people who are there playing on these victims because it's easy and they know that they can make $1 off these people, is absolutely ludicrous. Millions of dollars a year. And the supplement industries, many industries aside, but it's not about putting the blame on anyone. It's more about going, well, okay, if we arm ourselves with the actual resources to be able to, ask better questions and be able to see through the bullshit, then effectively we're going to save ourselves time and money. We're going to save ourselves frustration as well, because we're actually going to get the results that we want, the results that we intended. And I don't care whether people say, hey, yeah, but I'm kind of enjoying myself. You'll enjoy yourself a lot more with whatever you do when you're making progress and you're getting results. So that's the first point. Saving time and money is one of the biggest ones. The next point is motivation and support. So a lot of people, when they get into health and fitness or when they get into the gym, don't really have the intrinsic motivation. It means they don't have the motivation that comes from within. A lot of the time it's external, so it's extrinsic. For example, the carrot on the stick, or they need someone there for that accountability, as we mentioned earlier, or they need some sort of external reward. So, okay, if I work out, I get to feel this, or I get to eat that, or if I work out, I get to lose this amount of weight. But over time, what we find is that extrinsic motivation becomes intrinsic motivation, or at least it should if you stick with it. Because at the end of the day, you're not always going to have someone there beating you with a stick or telling you, hey, you've got to do this and you've got to do that. And that really isn't the best way to coach either. You don't want to tell people what to do. You want to explore opportunities and present options for them. Because at the end of the day, we want to become empowered to make the right decision, to make those better decisions. But like anything, there's a time and a place and a tool for the job. So having that motivation, having that support network can be completely priceless, especially when you're starting off your health and fitness journey. The gym can be a pretty scary place, and I think a lot of us gym goers take it for granted of how easy perhaps, or how much we love it and how unthreatening the environment is. But as we all know, it can be quite an intimidating place. Now times that by 10 for someone who's never been in a gym, and I know that I've worked with clients where they are afraid to come into the gym at certain hours. That's why a lot of the time they work around
female specific zones, or they might have other things that they've got to do as well, because unfortunately they're just too put off by a lot of people. And by having a trainer there, that might be able to actually mitigate a lot of that and alleviate a lot of that stress, because if they think, hey, I'm with a trainer, at least I look like I know what I'm doing, or at least I've got a bit of support. And of course you can make them look like they actually know what they're doing, but fundamentally help them do what they need to do and do everything correctly. So when they are on their own, they have more confidence, they're desensitized, they understand what the machines are, they know how to use the machines properly. And what they find over time is that a lot of other gym goers are actually doing things quite incorrectly. So it's funny how that switch happens over time, and it really, really helps. So having that motivation, that support network is absolutely unparalleled. Accountability in everything we do. If you are accountable to somebody or something at some point in time on a regular basis, you are more likely to achieve your goals. This is one of the main reasons why coaching family members or people in relationships does not work, because you don't have the same accountability, because you know you can get away with it. You know you can back chat, you know you can call each other some shit, you can have an argument, and you know that that person's probably still gonna talk to you, be friends with you, you know, be in love with you, whatever it might be. They're not gonna truly hold you accountable, and there's too much mutual ground, where when you employ someone who you don't have an actual relationship with, or you don't know them, especially at the start, you have a greater respect. You are more likely to take them seriously, and even when you do build rapport, it's a different type of relationship, and you know that that person's going to hold you accountable, and you're going to hold them accountable as well. And something just as simple as that can aid and add a great amount of progress and actually be the thing that gets you towards your goal. Because at the end of the day, if you're not accountable to something or someone, then it's more easy to be able to just pull out of it. And you're more likely to go, you know what? I know I don't really need to do this. I know that there's no one there at the end of the week, you know, going, hey, you know, this is another week and you didn't do X, Y, and Z, even if it is a reasonable goal. So accountability is absolutely huge. Accountability, structure, guidance, all of those things can be the difference between, you know, creating a new habit, breaking a bad habit, and actually getting to where you want to go over time. Trolleys are going mad at the moment. Never underestimate the power of accountability. Is education. Another main point is upskilling and becoming a better coach. So for example, who cleans the cleaner? Who coaches the coach? Okay, it's a bit of an enigma, if you like. It's a riddle within a riddle, problem within a problem. Well, frankly, there is a solution, however you want to look at it. Usually, most people who want to upskill and become better coaches have coaches themselves. And they might not need the same support as they did when they were starting off in the gym, or the same support that they deliver for their clients, but they have other people holding them accountable, whether that's within the training realms, whether that's in the business realms, marketing, etc. No one wins the game alone. So if you're a coach, perhaps you want to invest in getting a coach as well, because at the end of the day, there's always more to learn. There's always something to actually build upon. And just like when you coach, as we teach, we learn. So when we're getting taught, we can learn new concepts, new principles. Perhaps we can tidy up on things we may have forgot. Maybe we're getting a little bit sloppy, or maybe we need to, you know, we're overlooking something, or maybe we're overthinking it, is usually the case. We can actually give that and pass that down to other clients, or perhaps other clients who are also personal trainers and coaches, and we can spread that knowledge and we can learn even more. And I think that's something which is very, very obvious, but it's extremely overlooked, is having that investment in your own journey and also in a coach. People think, oh, I'm a coach, I don't need to coach, but why wouldn't you? I mean, if you're advocating a coach, why wouldn't you have a coach? It might not be the same type, it might not be to the same degree, but it's still very valid, it's very important, and it's something that I truly believe in. And I certainly have mentors and coaches that I check in with and that hold me accountable and ensure that I'm becoming a better coach all the time for my clients, for myself, for everyone that I come in contact with. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, team. There are just a few, just a handful, if you like, of reasons why you should have a coach. And if you don't, make sure, again, what to look for in a coach. There's three main things. Are they practicing what they preach? Do they look like what they are advocating to some degree? They don't have to be completely shredded, but are they in shape? You know, are they walking the walk, talking the talk? Are they doing it for other people? Okay, have they actually got results? A lot of personal trainers and coaches, they've been in the industry for years and they can't, you know, they don't even have a handful of testimonials. Now, you don't have to have amazing transformation pics because it's more about the pictures. Anyone can get anyone to lose weight and then, you know, they put weight back on. It's not sustainable, but, you know, what are the clients saying about them? That's your third thing. What are the clients saying about them? You know, are they doing it for other people, and are they practicing what they preach, and are they doing it themselves? So some things to look at there. If they don't match up, that's a bit of a red flag. You don't necessarily have to get someone in person, but if you are new to coaching, I highly recommend getting a coach in person because it's going to fast forward your success. It's going to allow you to avoid a lot of those beginner mistakes, and then once you have a certain level of competency and you have the basics under your belt, then perhaps you can look for an online coach. All right, I'm leaving it there, team. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. As always, if you like the video, comment if you got something positive to say, or you want to see something specifically, or tell me about your experiences with coaching, or, you know, why you may have had a coach, or your good experiences, or perhaps you've had some bad experiences. Reach out. Lots of people within my network who I can refer on to depending on what you want. And of course, as always, team, subscribe for weekly videos. Hit that bell icon. And of course, in the meantime, until next week, stay fearless.
I think the biggest thing is my confidence and how much that's improved. I've noticed it's benefited me at work. It's benefited me in my relationship. Having that confidence in yourself and your ability, it just makes the world's difference. Yeah.